everybody. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat as they go up against the Washington Wizards at Capital One Arena. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. All right, now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past few months for Khalil Ware.
And I'm sure he's not pleased with these stats. His rebounding has taken a bit of a tumble over the last couple of months. He's really got to get his energy back up on the glass and start fighting for boards again.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. Norman Powell out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Larson in at the two-guard spot. And for Washington, D'Angelo Russell is out there with Johnson. Then there's George. Then there's Sarr. And it's Champagnie at power forward. What a great front court matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
Now here's Russell. Mitchell grabs a miss. Now here's Wiggins. Pass to Mitchell. Now Adebayo. Miami moving it around. Adebayo is screen on Johnson. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Sarr. Intercepted. Here's Larson. Three-pointer off the mark. Outside Johnson. First quarter, just over a minute played. Excellent D there from Wiggins. Here's Larson. Pass to Powell. Launches a three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Washington. It's a three-point game. Johnson on the wing. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And that's what you get with Johnson. He is always hunting for good looks.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. Like everyone, he's impressed with Adebayo's relentless nature. He said, quote, "We have to match his intensity at both ends, trying to keep him off of the glass and trying to keep the ball out of his hands. Coach knows they can do it for stretches, but he wonders if they can do it for a full game." Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that. Powell with a steal. And here they come. Oh, George with a steal. Well, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to three-point play. That one belongs to Wiggins. Washington shooting their first free throw in this game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
Line for the Wizards.
One shot.
Justin Champagnie. Shooting 1.
And Legs, over the next few years, the Wizards undertaking an $800 million renovation of their home arena.
Yeah, B.A., this venue's almost 30 years old. I was making threes in this building. So some changes are welcome, including expanded training facilities, locker rooms, and improving fan access and amenities.
Now here's Wiggins, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game.
Still trying to find their rhythm offensively, just 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Champagnie, here's Sarr, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Heat. They're hoping to break out from 8th place in the back half of the season. And of course the Wizards, pretty far behind right now.
I think for the Heat, they've had some terrific moments this season, but where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
Mitchell finds Wiggins. Here's Larson, covered by Johnson. Pass to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Mitchell. From the arc. He buries it from 3.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
For Washington, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. To the left side wing. Sarr down low, working on Adebayo. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, BA, but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
And that one misses. All right, Tim, the All-Star break is coming up. How much are players looking forward to that breather?
I think players really look forward to that break to re-energize themselves. And coming out of that break, BA, it's a sprint to the finish. A lot of adrenaline kicks in.
Surviving to the All-Star break, always a key milestone.
It's really what it's all about.
Good on the second one. And Tim, some have said that the hardcore Heat culture doesn't work in today's league.
Well, there certainly is a different mindset in the modern player. And the Heat organization was always known for working players the hardest. But now they have to ease back, but still be tougher than most.
Now here's Mitchell. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. And there's the drive. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Washington trailing. Now Russell. No points so far. Pass to Champagny. Fires for 3. They get it back. Goes back up. And Russell finishes it off.
The aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
Powell outside. Back to Mitchell. Powell passes to Adebayo. Over Sarr. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist from Powell.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And here's Russell, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Sarr with a screen on Powell. To the paint. Kicks it to George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Norman Powell. Size and shooting touch, always in demand, legs, and 2 things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
First one falls for him. And Tim, you played your longest stretch with this Washington franchise. How hungry are these fans for sustained success?
Yeah, there's been some lean years and unfortunately only one banner. Going back to 1978, they are committed to a rebuild in hopes of better times ahead.
He's off on the second. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Adebayo sets a screen. And finished off by Adebayo.
And if you fail to block out Adebayo, he is going to find a way to hurt you.
Wizards trail by 3. Russell the pass to Sarr. Outside Johnson. Fires from deep. Adebayo grabs the board.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Powell against George. Pass to Adebayo. To the right side. Wiggins outside. Tries again. And it's laid in by Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6. And Russell's got the ball here for the Wizards. Trailing by 5. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it just kills your momentum. You earn the trip to the line, but at the same time, when you miss, you give your opponent life.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Miami leading by 3. Pass to Larson. Back to Mitchell. Miami moving it around. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. Let's take a second to see which teams have been hitting the glass with a fury this season. The Heat 3rd.
This team has done a great job of hitting the boards, and they do tremendous work boxing out.
And Miami has possession. Powell for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Johnson. Rebound Miami.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Wiggins outside. Here's Larson. Pass to Powell. Adebayo, a screen on George. Powell, it's good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Wizards trail by 9. Russell to pass to Sarr. Outside Russell. And here's George. Now here's Russell. Checked by Mitchell. Sarr with a screen on Powell. George finds Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Heat leading by 7. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
So for the Wizards, Coulibaly comes in for Champagny, and it's Carrington in for Russell. Fontecchio outside. Smith left side. Pass to Jovic. Here's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jaquez. And yep, it's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Carrington with it. Outside Coulibaly. George left side. Pass to Sarr. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Sarr's got 5 now.
You know, Sarr established himself in the paint and took advantage of what they gave him.
Heat leading by 7. Smith outside. Here's Jovic. Outside Jaquez. Now here's Fontecchio. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Iacochonis is checked in for Miami. The Wizards have gone 6 of 11 so far. George outside. Pass to Sarr. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Back to you guys.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. First free throw is good. Well, not a whole lot of experience, but you watch Jaime Jaquez, Tim. He looks like a 10-year vet out there.
Yeah, B.A., part of that is because he's a 4-year college guy, and now he's plug and play. He's got great footwork, he's tough, and he has a high IQ for the game.
Smith, he's checked in for Miami. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
For 3, George. And Fontecchio pulls it down.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Sarr with it. Work it on Ware. And Jaime Jaquez gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Adebayo's checked in for Jovic.
4th team foul. Substitution on the court.
A minute 58 left in the first quarter here. Wing shot on the way. Jaquez grabs the board.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Pass to Smith. And here's Fontecchio. Here's Adebayo. Clock at 6. With the clock winding down, and Adebayo slams it in.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here's Carrington. The Heat making their last shot. Yep, that one goes.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Heat leading by 8. Now here's Smith. No made baskets yet. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. Fontecchio outside. There's the triple. They get it again. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
It's impossible to win when you give up second and third chances to score.
Outside Carrington. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for Washington, Carrington. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. Yakichonis is checked in for Miami. That one's no good.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Here's Riley. This one for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for the Heat. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And how about all of these offensive rebounds they've been getting to? Just remarkable energy and persistence. It's just flat out outworking your opponent.
Bilal Coulibaly out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Gal Labissiere. And it's Riley in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Just 2 to shoot. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Off target from outside. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Adebayo just cooking inside.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Carrington. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Coulibaly. The rebound by Ware.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
And the Wizards shooting about 41%. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Riley. Fires from the wing. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
Ware in the high post. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Right side Adebayo, just 5 to shoot. Gill grabs the board.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Riley. Now Koulibaly. Hey, puts up a 3. Offensive board. Heat leading by 15. Outside Jaquez. Inside. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. You think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. Number 1, the Heat.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
And he makes a first. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams.
Well, you know, in addition to his scoring ability, Bam has shown you he's just an all-around threat. He'll rebound, defend, and make plays for other guys.
Now here's George. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. To the inside. Outside for Russell to end the drought. The Wizards with another miss.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
From the baseline. And the shot goes. And the Heat lead by 19. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Washington. Nothing on offense from them yet in the second quarter. Now here's George. He's guarded by Fontecchio. It's George on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Gill. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
That's on Khalil Ware. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Washington, Anthony Bear. Taking
Take a break.
shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, you know, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
And no luck that time either. The Heat on offense. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Powell outside. Pass to Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Coulibaly. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, this has been a huge scoring night for Adebayo, and when you consider the elite defense he brings every night, points are a bonus.
Wizards trail by 21. And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
DC family, it's time to welcome your Wizards dancer. Family, your Wizards dancer.
Outside Coulibaly. Right wing. Pass to George. Russell from outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Drives to the hoop. And Adebayo slams it in.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And it's Washington with the ball. After the basket by Miami. Pass to Gill. Now Russell. 4 on the clock. Outside Coulibaly. Can they get it? Washington again can't hit.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Oh, George with a steal. And it's Washington on the break. Pass to Gill. Soft touch off the glass.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, the way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work. Back to you.
High praise. Allie, thank you. Washington has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Russell, the pass to George. Back to Russell. 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Heat. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
Yeah, the final score surprised a lot of people. I don't think many expected them to win.
Yeah, you can't take anything for granted. I think that was a harsh reminder of it. Hard-fought battle all the way.
Here's Adebayo. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal.
Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Sarge checked in for Gill, and it's Johnson in for Coulibaly. Miami also changing it up. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Ware. Larson comes in for Jaquez. And Mitchell subbed in for Fontecchio.
And that's a good sign. He's getting himself to the line. I really like that here in the second quarter.
Washington calls timeout.
Let's direct your attention to the court and make some noise for your Wizards High Squad. Make some noise. Here comes your Wizards High Squad.
All right, let's take a chance to showcase the top setup men at the small forward position in the NBA this year. 5th is Jaime Jaquez.
The selfless attitude of this group of wings is a breath of fresh air. I mean, they're all about doing what's best for the team.
Well, traditionally, a small forward's role was defined differently, but these guys are focused on ball movement and creating quality looks.
Now here's George. Pass to Johnson. Washington moving the ball around. Here's Champagnie, hounded by Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Tre Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department. And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Now here's George. Pass to Sarr. Here's Champagnie, hounded by Wiggins. Here's Russell. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Now here's Wiggins. Here's Larson. Out left to the wing. Adebayo, the open look. And again, it's Miami converting.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Washington has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. George passes to Johnson. No good with the triple.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Here's Larson, covered by Johnson. Here's Adebayo. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Keyshawn George.
And one thing I love about Adebayo, he is never shy about drawing contact.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. And great passing, so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Trae, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability unquestionably the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will either.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
George passes to Champagnie. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Champagnie's got 5 now.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Pass to Powell. And here's Adebayo, guarded by Sarr.
And Adebayo causing all sorts of problems for the defense because of his versatility offensively.
He's had 6 attempts at the line. He's made 5 of them.
And I love how efficient he's been at the charity stripe.
Free throw's good. Adebayo. And both free throws good for Adebayo. And for Washington, they're shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Now a timeout called by Washington. to the wing on the left. Russell up top, checked by Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Russell, the pass to George. Shoots over Powell. George, no good. Miami has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Takes it inside, count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And the Wizards shooting just 34% so far in this one. Russell, the pass to George. There's a screen. Sarr with a screen on Powell. For 3, George. Back to Russell. Over Mitchell. Russell, that's good. Russell's got 6 points.
Well, Russell is a threat from anywhere on the floor. So if he gets his mid-range look, he's going to take it.
Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. And it's good for 2.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now here's Russell. He's got 6. A minute 29 left in the first half. George outside. That shot's good. Russell making the play. George has gotten his 2nd bucket.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Miami dominating the game. Here's Larson, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Down low. Here's Adebayo, and it's blocked.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
And the Heat making a change here. Bears checked in. 55 seconds left in the second period. Back to Wiggins. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Powell for 3. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Now here's George. He's got 5. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Johnson with a bucket.
Reliable approach, getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Powell surveying the D. Where the screen. And there's the lob. Powell, it's good. Powell's got 14 points for the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Johnson for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Miami out in front, opening up a huge gap. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, where's your team getting its confidence and energy from in that first half?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of it off our defensive stops, and then once we got into a rhythm, then just started to, just make some tough ones, which sometimes happens when you see the ball go in.
Defense set the tone, though. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. First on the menu is looking at what games will be coming up here shortly. The Raptors out in Toronto will go up against the Pacers. That one's starting at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, but I don't think this is going to be close.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half. A commanding performance for the Miami Heat.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh, my gosh, those were the good old days.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
Setting the floor for Miami. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Also Norman Powell out there. Bam Adebayo is out there with Davion Mitchell. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Powell. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Sarr against Adebayo. It's rebounded by Washington.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
Here's Russell. Can't connect from 14. Miami has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Johnson against Powell. Mitchell, a screen on Johnson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Norman Powell at the line for 1.
One shot.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Shot on the wing. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. And the layup falls. Adebayo's got 31 points.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
The Wizards shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Pass to Sarr. Now George. The rebound by Wiggins.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
And the athletic platform for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, it is top tier.
Yeah, B.A., it's rare to see him overmatched from a physical standpoint. The #1 overall pick in 2014. He's never been a consistent star, but at his best, he can play with anyone in this league.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
George against Powell. Outside Johnson. And that time also a missed shot.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Wiggins from long range. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Russell deciding where to go with it. Pass to George. Russell a screen on Powell. Here's George. Rebound Miami.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Now Powell jacks up a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
I like their offensive approach. They've been aggressive, but under control.
The Wizards have gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Here's Champagnie, hounded by Wiggins. It's George on the wing. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And with this pause in the action, here are the league leaders in block shots. In the third spot, Alex Sarr.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
Miami with the ball. It's been 13 unanswered for him. Powell passes to Adebayo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Just an enforcer for this team. Adebayo is no stranger to physical play, whether he's receiving it or dishing it out.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Russell. George a screen on Mitchell. Here's Russell. Money from the wing. Russell's got 8.
Possessing a shoot-first mindset. In terms of scoring, Russell's arsenal, impressive.
Here's Larson. And here's Adebayo. Russell with the rebound. The Wizards have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Sarr. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He has 7.
Yeah, I love seeing Sarr get a little more physical there inside.
Here's Powell. Give him 20. George with a steal. Now Sarr. Powell covers. To the middle. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
A reliable distributor, Russell will find ways to set his guys up.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Heat?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the 3-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
That's good from George. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Powell outside. Fires the 3. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half.
They've had a hard time shutting down the 3-point shot.
And Washington has possession. Russell to pass to Sarr. Over to the wing. Mitchell against Russell. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, and putting Tre Johnson into pick and roll is always a great idea, especially as the screener where he can move around.
Miami has gotten all three from downtown so far in the second half. Now Adebayo. Now here's Powell. George defending. Powell passes to Adebayo. And rejected. Outside Johnson. Inside. Here's Sarr. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 16th rebound on the night. On the attack, Wiggins. Picked it. Here's Sarr. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Wiggins. And the layup is good off the glass. Wiggins got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, a lot of poise that time from Wiggins, getting the contact and showing you that veteran poise.
It's George on the wing. Sarr a screen. Shoots from 12. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
George against Powell. Adebayo a screen on George. Right side Adebayo. On the wing, Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Champagnie. And he banks in the layup. Champagnie's got 7 points in the game.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
The Heat have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Outside Mitchell. Powell outside. Wiggins with a screen on George. Adebayo from long range. It's rebounded by Washington. Here's Champagnie. 7 points in the game. Outside Johnson. Drills it from deep. He's got 12.
Yeah, and it's been the Tre Johnson show all game long, scoring a bunch of buckets.
Mitchell against Russell. Now here's Powell. Guarded closely. Wiggins for three. Gets the three ball to go. Wiggins has got 8 points here in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Russell, the pass to George. Sarr with a screen on Powell. Pass to Sarr. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists in the game.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Miami's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Back to Mitchell. Sarr against Adebayo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Sarr.
Oh, that is a smart move there by Bam. It's so hard for defenders not to bite on that shot fake.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. Washington making some changes. Gills checked in for Sarr, and it's Coulibaly in for George. A big group substitution here for Miami. Ware's checked in for Wiggins. Fontecchio comes in for Powell. Jaquez is checked in for Larson. And it's Smith in for Mitchell. No good on the second free throw. For Washington, they've gone 50% from the field in the third quarter, 8 of 16. Fontecchio left side. Jaquez with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. It's good.
Yeah, that's nice right there. Big man points in the paint for Jaquez.
And Russell's got the ball here for the Wizards. Outside Koulibaly. Back to Russell. Here's the three. Jaquez grabs the board.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Now here's Jaquez. He's got 5. Left side Adebayo, and they double up Adebayo. Clock at 4. For 3, Smith. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Adebayo's got 8 here in this quarter.
What a finish from Bam, a guy who has no issue playing through physical defense.
A minute 58 left in the third quarter. Outside Johnson. Back to Russell. Here's Champagny. Launches it. And Fontecchio pulls it down. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. Got it. Good job in the low post. Adebayo's got 39.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Washington has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Outside Russell. To the left wing. Champagny, the pass to Gill. 6 on the shot clock. Russell from outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Miami has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Here's Jaquez. Rebound Washington. Johnson with it. 12 points for him. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Bam Adebayo. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
For 2, Anthony Gill.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Well, Miami shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. To the paint. And it's Ware missing. Washington shooting 42% in this third quarter. Here's Gill. Rebounded by Jovic. And for the Heat, their shooting has been great at 58% in the third. And Carrington comes to help. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
3rd personal foul.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
The line for the Heat. Jovic. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the strike. 17 seconds left in the third. Now here's George, tightly guarded. There's a screen. Misses with a tough leaning jump shot. And so it's Miami, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Carlton Carrington. He's out there with Bilal Coulibaly. And it's George in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Washington right now. Here's Riley. 3-pointer, no good. Here's Jovic, covered by Carrington. Fontecchio outside. Pass to Yakachonis. And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
And for Miami, they're shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Miami, Yakachonis. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Wizards making a switch here. Labiciere's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. The Wizards shooting just under 40% from the field. Pass to Riley. Now here's George. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Now here's Coulibaly. That's to Riley. Back to Coulibaly. It's stolen by Jaquez. Now here's Ware. Here's Jovic. And there's a 3-second violation. And let's see what Washington has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers.
And you know, for that matchup with Charlotte, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Sarge checked in for Labiciere. And Miami with a change here, too. Smith's checked in. Shot's good by Carrington.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Smith outside. Fontecchio outside. Pass to Jovic. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
The Wizards have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Riley. Outside Carrington. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much. He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Pass to Riley. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. It's Carrington on the wing, covered by Smith. Shot's good by Carrington.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Smith. Pass to Jovic. And here's Fontecchio. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Sarr.
5th personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for the Heat, Fontecchio taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
The Heat have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Jovic. George defending. Smith outside. That one's good for 2. Smith's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Champagny. George for 3. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Smith. Now here's Fontecchio. Here's Jovic. George defending. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Here's Johnson. Miami making their last shot. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Now here's where. Here's Jovic. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Well, you can't let that happen. That seems like a mental mistake.
Yakachonis is checked in for Smith.
Number 25, Kasparas Yakachonis.
Washington has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Outside Johnson. They still need this. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
Yeah, you see Johnson's intensity shining through there. The rookie doing his best to not be stopped.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Johnson.
And what separates Johnson from most rookies and many veterans is his jump shot. I mean, it is pure and it's lethal.
And Johnson drops them both. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
The Wizards have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Pass to Champagny. Now Koulibaly. That's tipped. 5 on the clock, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. Sarr's checked in for Koulibaly.
For Washington, number 20, Alexander Sarr.
Out to the right wing. Here's Yakachonis, guarded by Russell. Outside Jaquez. Miami moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Over to the left wing. Jovic passes to Jaquez. On target from range.
I just love the ball movement.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Sarr, and finished off by Sarr.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Here's Yakachonis. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a topic.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Where? That's good.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
The Wizards have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Jaquez against Johnson. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Jovic. Miami has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Right side Jaquez. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Washington basketball.
Washington's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
For 3, George. Rebound Miami. Ware's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Jovic, guarded by Russell. Jovic passes to Jaquez. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez.
Well, with his age and frame, that's the kind of hard contact Johnson's going to have to deal with.
First one falls for him. Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. And so he hits both.
And after not getting to the line in the first half, he has changed his mentality. He's being much more aggressive.
Pass to Jovic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Tim, he possesses that classic European combination of size and skill. The 6'10 Serbian, Nikola Jovic.
Yeah, the finesse game is there. Vision, shooting touch. But Brian, he just needs a bit more physicality to really round out as a player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Heat making a switch here. Smith's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Russell. Outside Johnson. Pass to Sarr. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Miami grabs the miss. Now Smith. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Shooting for Miami, Fontecchio at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. There's 1:40 left in the game. Pass to Johnson. Here's Sarr. Outside Russell. The 3 is up. No good on the shot.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Bam Adebayo.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possessions.
Fontecchio, the pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by George.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Russell finds Sarr. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Smith against Russell. Now here's Smith. He's covered closely. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.